welcome to it. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Alexa Ray. You guys already know what we're doing today. It's my favorite video to film on my channel. We are going book shopping, guys. I wasn't actually planning on going book shopping today. I just went to the dentist and I have to drive like 35 minutes to my dentist because I still go to the dentist I went to when I was in high school.
Basically, they were just like kind of mean to me and
had like a really bad experience, so to make myself feel better, we're going book shopping. I'm taking you guys to a whole new Barnes & Noble bookshop today. We are going to one from my past life. I haven't been here, guys. I don't even know how long. I am taking you guys to my childhood Barnes & Noble. I'm so excited. I'm hoping they have in stock all the books my other one doesn't have in stock, because there's so many recommendations I have on my list from you guys that the other Barnes & Noble didn't have. Fingers crossed that they have the books here, because if they don't,
I'm gonna be sad.
But it's a beautiful day out. The sun is out. It's actually not as cold. The snow is melting. Spring is just around the corner, so I'm feeling pretty good. You know, we're gonna go in, we're gonna do some book shopping, hopefully find all the books we want. But yeah, we're gonna go book shopping today, and then of course at the end of the video we're gonna do one massive book haul. You guys already know the routine. I'm ready, you're ready. Let's go book shopping.
Every song, in every wrong. Beautiful to see the world that way. You'll say yes to anything, believe in what they say. Take a walk with your ultraviolets that fill my soul. Your ultraviolet. And every time I know the truth, speaking one way between me and you, and I'm fine on my own. So I wrote this song to serenade the ultraviolets all alone. She knows everything there is to know, and of course she does. Just smile and hush, and in my eyes I fall asleep. Your gracious touch is numbing me. My best dark suit I'll wear for free, looking stylish for make-believe. Oh, you're so smart with your ultraviolets, broken silence. Ultraviolet anyway. And every time I know the truth, speaking one way between me and you, and I'm fine on my own. So I wrote this song to serenade the ultraviolets all alone.
Okay guys, we just finished up book shopping. This Barnes & Noble doesn't have anything. They are literally out of so many great books. I was really surprised. They were completely out of the selection, which I was kind of bummed about. So yeah, we weren't like in there too long because they didn't have like any of the books I was looking for. I was so upset. I have this huge list on my phone of all the book recs that you guys give me, and I was looking for them, and this Barnes & Noble like had like 2. But with that being said, you guys are gonna call me crazy because I got a lot of books regardless. I wound up just taking my time and going through like a ton of different bookshelves, and I did find a few that seem really good and that I would really like to read. We actually got a lot of books. Good thing I'm a Barnes & Noble member because it saves me a lot of money on buying this many books. We got so many books. Now I feel so dumb for saying like they didn't have any books because I think this is my biggest book haul yet.
I'm so sorry.
So I have 3 book recs from you guys I was able to find here. I'm salty about it because I have so many book recs from you guys, probably like almost 50.
This Barnes & Noble had like nothing.
The first one I am so excited to read because this is like the most recommended one to me, and it is November 9th by Colleen Hoover. Look how beautiful this cover is. I love Colleen Hoover book covers. I just think they're so pretty and simple, minimalistic, aesthetic. You guys have been telling me to read this for so long, and I'm so happy I finally found it. I actually just did a reading vlog on my channel for Ugly Love, and a lot of you were telling me that this is like in the same world as Ugly Love and we see some of the characters again. I'm excited to see like how this intertwines with that book because I love Ugly Love. So I'm super excited to read this. Fallon meets Ben, an aspiring novelist, the day before her scheduled cross-country move. Their untimely attraction leads them to spend Fallon's last day in LA together, and her eventful life becomes the creative inspiration Ben has always sought for his novel. Over time, and amidst the various relationships and tribulations of their own separate lives, they continue to meet on the same date every year. They meet on November 9th every single year. That's so cute. Until one day, Fallon becomes unsure if Ben has been telling her the truth or fabricating a perfect reality for the sake of the ultimate plot twist. Can Ben's relationship with Fallon and his novel be considered a love story if it ends in heartbreak? Oh my gosh, I feel like this is already gonna be like a 5 out of 5 for me. So we got a Colleen Hoover book, of course. I feel like it's not a bookstore trip unless we pick up at least one Colleen Hoover book. The next book we have here is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I also just did a reading vlog for The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and I love that book so much. I thought it was so unique and different. It was such a good book. You guys recommended that I pick up Daisy Jones and the Six. You said it is so good. It's so up to par with The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Taylor Jenkins Reid is such a good author, so I'm trusting you guys. We're gonna try this out. Daisy is a girl coming of age in LA in the late 60s, sneaking into clubs on the Sunset Strip, sleeping with rock stars, and dreaming of singing at the Whiskey A Go-Go. Also getting noticed is the Six, a band led by the brooding Billy Dune. On the eve of their first tour, his girlfriend Camilla finds out she's pregnant, and with the pressure of impending fatherhood and fame, Billy goes a little wild on the road. Daisy and Billy cross paths when a producer realizes that the key to supercharged success is to put the two together. What happens next will become the stuff of legend. This is gonna be so cool to read. I really like Taylor Jenkins Reid writing because she really makes you feel like you're in that time period. I'm super excited. This is gonna be so cool to read. The last book rec I got from you guys is called The Love Hypothesis by Allie Hazelwood. Look at this cover. It's so cute. I've seen this a little bit on like TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that. It says on the back it's a grumpy meets sunshine type of trope. I think it's so cute when opposites attract and stuff like that. As a third-year PhD candidate, Olive Smith doesn't believe in lasting romantic relationships, but her best friend does, and that's what got her into this situation. Convincing An that Olive is dating and well on her way to happily ever after was always going to take more than hand-wavy Jedi mind tricks. Scientists require proof, so like any self-respecting biologist, Olive panics and kisses the first man she sees. That man is none other than Adam Carlson, a young hotshot professor. That's spicy. Which is why Olive is positively floored when Stanford's reigning lab tyrant agrees to keep her charade a secret and be her fake boyfriend. So it's gonna be like a fake dating type of thing. I'm already gonna love this. And when a big science conference goes haywire, putting Olive's career on the Bunsen burner, Adam surprises her again with his unyielding support and even more unyielding six-pack abs. Suddenly, their little experiment feels dangerously close to combustion, and Olive discovers the only thing more complicated than a hypothesis on love is putting her own heart under the microscope. I already love this. We already know, like, they're gonna catch feelings for each other and they're gonna fall in love with each other, right? The last 4 books I have are books that I just found that I thought sounded good and looked good, and now I'm sharing them with you. So the first one I have here is another book by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and it's just called The One True Love. This is the book cover. It's super cute, simple, gives me like a summery vibe for some reason. This sounds like the craziest book ever. In her 20s, Emma Blair marries her high school sweetheart, Jessie. They build a life for themselves far away from the expectations of their parents and the people of their hometown in Massachusetts. They travel the world together, Emma as a freelance writer, Jessie as a production assistant on nature documentaries. That's so cool. What? Living life to the fullest and seizing every opportunity for adventure. On their first wedding anniversary, Jessie is on an assignment in the Aleutian Islands. That's definitely not how you say it. I'm so sorry. When his helicopter goes missing over the Pacific. Just like that, Jesse's gone forever. Emma quits her job and moves home in the effort to put her life back together. Years later, now in her 30s, Emma runs into an old friend, Sam, and finds herself falling in love again. When Emma and Sam get engaged, it feels like Emma's second chance at happiness. That is, until Jesse is found. Oh my god. Of course he's found. He's alive and he's been trying to come home to her all these years. Emma now has a husband and a fiance, but who is her one true love? This just sounds insane to me. The second book I picked up, this one is so random. I have not seen this anywhere. It's a Jane Austen murder mystery. It's called Pride and Premeditation. Look at this cover. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. So this is like a Jane Austen murder mystery spin on Pride and Prejudice. 17-year-old aspiring law student Lizzie Bennet and young fledgling lawyer Mr. Fitzwilliam Darcy go head-to-head in a murder case that has shocked London high society. But as the case and her feelings for Darcy become more complicated, Lizzie discovers that her dream career could make her happy, but it might also get her killed. I love that they put the spin on it and it's like a murder mystery. I don't read a lot of like mystery / thriller books, so this is gonna be really fun and I feel like it's a happy medium for me. I'll probably do a book review of this one on my channel just because I haven't seen this anywhere. I feel like this could be a really good find. The next book I got is called Something Borrowed by Emily Griffin. This is actually a film from like the early 2000s that I used to be obsessed with, and I actually like still am low-key obsessed with it. This is the book cover. It's super simple, minimalistic. I'm so excited to read this. I found like a whole stack of her books and I was like, oh my gosh, like I know that film. I love that film. And she had so many great looking books, but I just decided to go with this one first to see if I liked her writing style. Rachel White is your typical good girl, a hardworking attorney at a large Manhattan law firm and a diligent maid of honor to her charmed best friend Darcy. Rachel has always played by the rules. Since grade school, she has watched Darcy shine, quietly accepting the sidekick role in her lopsided friendship. But that suddenly changes the night of her 30th birthday when Rachel finally confesses her feelings to Darcy's fiance and is both horrified and thrilled to discover that he feels the same way. As the wedding date draws near, events spiral out of control and Rachel knows she must make a choice between her heart and conscience. In so doing, she discovers that the lines between right and wrong can be blurry, endings aren't always neat, and sometimes you have to risk everything to be true to yourself. This is gonna be so good. Rachel and Darcy's fiance went to law school together and were really close friends before she introduced him to Darcy. I hope that's like the same in this book, but this is gonna be so cute. I'm so excited. Fingers crossed that the book is just as good, if not better. And then lastly, we have The Hating Game by Sally Thorne, but this book's everywhere. I finally picked it up. We're gonna try it. I know it was just made into a film too with Lucy Hale, which I love. I think it would be really cool to read this book and then watch the movie and do like a whole review. Lucy Hutton and Joshua Templeman hate each other. Not just dislike, hate, and they have no problems displaying their feelings through a series of ritualistic passive-aggressive maneuvers as they sit across from each other, executive assistants to co-CEOs of a publishing company. Lucy can't understand Joshua's joyless, uptight, meticulous approach to his job. Joshua is clearly baffled by Lucy's overly bright clothes, quirkiness, and Pollyanna attitude. Now that they're up for the same promotion, their battle of wills have come to a head and Lucy refuses to back down with their latest game. It cost her her dream job. But the tension between Lucy and Joshua has always reached its boiling point, and Lucy is discovering that maybe she doesn't hate Joshua, and maybe he doesn't hate her either. Or maybe this is just another game. You've probably all heard of this already because like I said, I see it all over TikTok, all over YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. I just decided to pick it up because I feel like I'm already so late to the game. It's really fun to read the book, then watch the film, and kind of compare it. Okay guys, I think this was actually a really successful book haul. Even though this Barnes & Noble didn't have like a lot of books that I was specifically looking for, it gave me a good opportunity to go in and pick out books that I thought would be fun to read. I guess it worked out. As always, don't forget to leave me a comment down below about any book recs you have, your thoughts on these books if you've read them, your favorites, what you like, what you dislike, all that good juicy stuff. But don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it because it really helps me out and it lets me know that you like these types of videos. Of course, don't forget to subscribe as well if you'd like to see more of me and more of my books. I post weekly, guys. I post weekly. It's basically free entertainment every week. You might as well subscribe. I hope you guys had fun on our little spontaneous book shopping date today. I'll see you in my next video.